This used to hold one tool, now it holds two. A bunch of you called me out for wasting drawer space, laying my tools flat in Gridfinity bins, and honestly, you were right. Now there's a real reason to lay tools flat, especially in a shared shop where everything needs to be dead obvious and easy to put back, but obvious doesn't have to mean wasteful. So today I'm going to turn two bins into one, and the trick that makes or breaks this, getting the photo right, so stick around because that part's easy to get wrong. In my Tracefinity tutorial, a lot of you called me out for making bins that look like this. Now, flat bins look really clean, but they do use a lot of footprint. The original reasoning for this is that it's obvious where every tool goes. The outline is very clear, so it's easy to spot missing tools. And that really makes sense in a multi-person shop, especially useful in a commercial shop like we are, where we've got a lot of people doing a lot of things at once. Now, Tracefinity worked great for flat tool bins. You just take the photo and plug it into Tracefinity, it creates the outline, you design the bin, and you print it, and you're done. But doing the tools vertically was going to be a little bit more challenging because instead of having this nice wide surface, we're dealing with a relatively narrow profile that we need to get right. Now, doing it vertically is not always the right answer, I don't think. Sometimes you have tools that are really tall or really top heavy, or your drawer doesn't have enough height because this is going to make that bin thicker with the tool sticking out the top. So it's not going to work in every scenario, but let's see what we can do in that drawer. Now, the basics of getting the photo are going to stay the same. You need good contrast, minimal shadows. You want to make the tool square to the camera and not be taking your photo at a weird angle. But getting the tool square to the camera is the trick. I found it was really helpful to use a little bit of Blu Tack to stick the tool so I could set the angle and make sure it was exactly how I wanted it for the photograph. Now, that Blu Tack is really easy to edit out in your Tracefinity design because it may create a little bulge, but you just go in and remove those points. Or if you're careful and stick it in places where it can't be seen in the photo, it doesn't really matter. So doing that is just the easiest way I found to make sure that you've got these square onto the camera, especially since a lot of tools just want to fall over. So once I had my photo, there really wasn't a lot else to do other than put it in Tracefinity and edit those traces to make sure they look nice and clean. I had to edit out some of the little features on some of these tools, and then they were ready to print. Once I got them printed, it was time to test fit, and everything fit absolutely beautifully. They just slotted right in, and I didn't even really have to do that much modification. In fact, I was happy enough that I'm going to use the original bin. Now, one thing that surprised me was the tools turned out to be a little easier to grab. And I think that's because the cutout was deeper since we're going vertical. So that made the finger well deeper. So it was easier to get in here and grab the tool because I had this vertical spine sticking up. So it's not the case for everything, but for these two tools, it really made a big difference in grabbability with gloves. Here at Leeman Geophysical, what we do is design very precise scientific instruments that there aren't really a need for many of them in the world. So we're a very high mix, low volume shop, which means that things like this that can save us a few seconds or a few minutes here and there over the course of a day really add up. So we're all about optimization and trying to make our processes better. So this was a great idea that you all had, and I hope that you can do it to some of your Gridfinity bins. So yeah, you were right, I was wasting drawer space. I'll still defend some flat bins for a shared shop when 5 people are grabbing tools and putting them back. Well, painfully obvious beats space efficient every time. Vertical only wins when your optimization doesn't cost precision or speed. If you're going to try this yourself, remember to use good lighting to kill those shadows. Square up the tool to the camera and don't be afraid to prop it up with some Blu Tack if you need to, and that the photo is 90% of the battle. If you're into shop tips and building cool things, consider subscribing because that's what we do here. And let me know in the comments what your favorite Gridfinity hack is.